We are here on our stealth, yes, stealth, Spiritborn. If you have not gotten yourself a Shroud of False Death, work towards getting up the runes and the shards in order to craft one because it is a ton of fun. It allows you to go stealth after 2 seconds of not attacking, which is what I'm doing right now. So we're just running around in stealth. It increases your movement speed. It's just a really fun mechanic. In most situations, this really does not play a part at all whatsoever. However, this chess piece is incredibly strong, but that's not the point, and that's not why we're here. What we're here for is Lilith. And let me show you exactly what happens when we run in with Lilith. Now, if you notice, I don't have any mercenaries on. When you're in stealth, your mercenaries break you out of stealth. What we're going to do, in stealth, we're going to run up here, and we're going to find Lilith. Now, Lilith is going to drop down just like normal, create her ring of death, then nothing. She is very confused because there's supposed to be somebody here, but there's not anybody here. What you can do now is you can run around, you can hang out with her. When you fight her, you put her right into the next phase, and then guess what's going to happen? The exact same thing. She's going to just pop up out of the ground like normal, expecting to fight somebody, and there's going to be nobody there. So if you watch right here, pop up, then some really, really weird interactions are going to happen, and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. You can just run around. You have the whole entire platform. There's nothing going on. She just hangs out and waits. So now we're going to take her down all the way to basically no life, because that's as far as Lilith can go down. You can't go down past here in this phase. Then you have to run the platform gauntlet. The platform gauntlet is going to be a lot different than what you're used to doing. So we're going to just hit her, take her back down to nothing. Then we're just going to wait. She's going to fly up, then she's going to cut a platform. So we're going to run around just like normal. We're going to run to our platforms. We're going to come up right in front of this one here, and this is where it's going to get weird. She's just going to cut the platform there. So then all you have to do is just keep on running around in circles here. You got to get kind of good at dodging some of these skulls here, but she cuts the other platform now. The skulls continue to spawn. And then you just continue to run around. Just dodge some of these skulls. And then she cuts into the middle, and then you can kill her. It is completely different because of the stealth mechanic. Things just changed. You don't have to cross the platforms as you're running. You only have to cross that first one. So for that first one, the best way to do it is you stand in the corner. As soon as she cuts the platform, you just run straight along the top, all the way up and around, and then cross over. And then you just have to play Frogger, basically, for anybody that is old enough to know what Frogger is. You just run around in circles, dodge your skulls. That's it. It completely changes the whole dynamic of the fight. So if you are looking to get your first spark from Lilith and your first kill, if you have the Shroud of False Death, you can try it this way and see if that works for you. If you go down to Torment 1, it's a great place to practice this fight. It is crazy to see what this stealth stuff is going to do, but make sure you turn off your mercenary, because then you will break stealth because the mercenary is going to just automatically start attacking, and you will end up dying, or you won't have enough time to practice, or she won't skip her platform cutting the way that she did right there. So for anybody that's new, I'm going to reset the dungeon right now. I'm going to go over the mechanics and how they work step by step so that you can see exactly how you do the fight with all of the mechanics working. We'll go through each phase, where the breakpoints are, and then how to get this done. Right, we are back here. We went, picked him up from the mercenary den. We took off the Shroud of False Death. We're just going to run in, and I'm going to explain the fight as it goes throughout each one of the phases. Each phase is going to be broken up to a couple different parts. Part A of the phase is going to be above their 70% life. So anywhere above here. The first thing she does is when she opens her wings, she spawns a blood blister right here. You have to make sure that you kill that. If you don't kill it, then she's going to blow it up, and then you're going to get a stack. Stacks increase the more you get, the more damage you're going to take from each of those, eventually getting one shot no matter what. We got another blood blister. Once she hit 70%, which you saw she was just at 70% here, she's going to fly into the air. Stand at the bottom of the circle here when she lands, and then as soon as she's going to spawn this wave, you're going to avoid the waves by dodging up. Always wait until I see the line. The line is an indication of where the wave is going to go. So you wait for this line right here. and then you evade towards the direction of the line. You can stand right at the very top of each one of those spines things here. So stand right here. You can even look like you're inside of it, but because the hitbox is on the front, you don't actually take any damage. So once that's done, then you're going to just kill the ads. When the ads are dead, they spawn blood blisters there. You still have to avoid the waves as you go, so make sure you're paying attention to the waves. Now she's going to come back to the ground. She always spawns a blood blister, so kill the blood blisters. Now you're going to... So for this phase here, she's going to spawn 3 ads. The most important part of this is you get to the bottom of the circle here, wait for the triangle to drop, move along the edge, and then you come into the middle here. Now you're going to kill all of the ads. They're going to all spawn blood blisters. You have to continue to dodge the waves, and then you can kill her after that, and she'll go into phase 3. That is future Cliptus coming back to you, because we did a little bit too much damage, but that is how you do the final phase of the game. Make sure that you kill all 3 of the ads, and then she will die as soon as you get her down to 0 life. Okay, well, let's try phase 2. Phase 2. Pretty similar to phase 1, except when we start out here, we're just going to do a little bit of damage, so now she's going to fly up into the air, and then she's going to come back in. When she gets to this point, start on this side, and then run up all the way along the very top. You're going to go all the way down. She's going to do a pull in right there. Do you see that tornado? That tornado, if you are not unstoppable, which most of the Spiritborns run full unstoppable all the time, you have to make sure you pop something that's unstoppable. You take her down to about 50% life, and then she flies over here. You're going to run around the very back of the platform, and then all the way down and around. He's going to do another pull right here when you come around the corner. Now, because I'm always unstoppable, I don't have to worry about it, but if you're on another class, then you're going to come into this phase, and then you're going to do some more damage to her right here. You ideally want to get her to this amount of life right here. That is ideal for this fight. As soon as she flies in the air, these the skulls or the shades are going to start spawning. You have to avoid them, run all the way up and around the very top of the platform. Now you have to continue making a circle. So don't stop making circles all the way around through. Now when she's here, that's when you can kill her. So that is the whole fight in phase 2. Now, if you don't have the damage to do it, you have to make sure that that gets prolonged, and that's how it dries out. But make sure that you look out for the skulls at all times, because I call them skulls because they change the animation on it. But make sure you look out for the shades, the white and blue little things that float around. They are deadly. So look out for those. And then the best advice that I can give you when you see the platforms break is don't panic. There is a lot more time than it feels like. The best thing that you can do is when she cuts the platform, as soon as she cuts it, then you're going to run across it, and then you're going to run around and make your big loop. The timing to get around that big loop is pretty much the same every single time, and it is enough time to run from one end to the other before the platform disappears. Make sure you have at least about 150 to 155% movement speed, because that will make it much easier to dodge the shades. But that's pretty much the Lilith fight in a nutshell. It is very, very fun. Learn it in phases. The way that I first learned this fight on a class that could not one-shot her right away was that I took it in steps. 70% was my first goal. Once I got 70%, then I needed to kill the ads. Now I can kill the ads. So then I needed to get to 30%. Then I needed to get to phase 2. So as you go through and as you work through this, learn it in phases. If you make little steps, it's big progress, because this is definitely a challenging fight to learn. Practice it on Torment 1. Get your spark, get your title. They get a title and a mount for clearing it solo for the first time. So hop in, do it. I hope this helps you. I'm live on YouTube and Twitch every night. Stop by, say hi, theorycraft with me. Catch you on the clip side.